Welcome to the Deep Dive. Like, if you're a busy hotelier, you know the ground is shifting. How travelers find and book, well, it's changing faster than ever, it feels like.
That really is.
So this week, we've been digging through the latest sources on hotel and travel distribution, and honestly, 5 crucial things kept jumping out. Things you really need to grasp to stay ahead.
Absolutely essential stuff.
Right. So our mission here is to unpack these 5 shifts. Let's figure out what they actually mean for your strategy, like right now.
And it seems clear from what we're seeing that the tech underneath it all is really changing the game, especially AI.
Yeah, exactly. And that leads us straight into the first big finding. AI isn't just, estimating anymore. It's going real time.
That's the key technical shift. We're seeing new protocols allowing AI platforms to pull live pricing, availability, inventory data instantly. No more guesswork.
And Pablo Delgado's take on this was pretty stark, wasn't it? He basically says this creates a zero-sum game where OTAs, well, they have the tech muscle already, right?
Yeah, they do. They've got that sophisticated, fast infrastructure, so they get a big leg up in these new AI channels.
So what does that mean for you listening, for your hotel?
Well, it means just having rates online isn't really enough anymore. You've got to be able to feed your best real-time data straight into systems that AI can actually understand.
So like faster price feeds.
Faster feeds, definitely. But also optimizing your content specifically so AI gets it. Think structured data, not just, pretty text on your website.
Okay.
And you need robust ways to track where bookings come from because, well, traditional attribution kind of breaks when a bot does the shopping trip.
Right.
It's about making sure AI can sell your room with the right info instantly.
Okay, so AI gives OTAs a tech edge. How are they actually using that power? That brings us to point 2. Their massive marketing spend.
Oh, it's eye-watering. Seriously.
Right.
The big OTAs dropped, what was it, $4.5 billion just in Q1 marketing.
$4.5 billion. Wow. And they're not just, throwing it around, are they? The sources show Booking Holdings actually increased their direct bookings.
Mm-hmm. While relying less on Google ads. Pretty smart diversification.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Expedia is launching AI booking directly on Instagram.
Exactly. It shows they're not just spending big, they're diversifying channels and scaling really fast on new platforms like social.
Which just ramps up the pressure for hotels. Yeah. You're not just fighting for Google rank anymore.
No, you're fighting for visibility everywhere in this expanding universe where OTAs are planting flags with these huge budgets.
And some of these new places popping up are, well, unexpected, which is our third shift. Financial institutions are actually getting into travel now.
Yeah, this one's fascinating. Lloyds Bank in the UK teaming up with Hopper.
Right.
They're embedding full travel booking right inside the banking app, using Hopper's AI for price predictions and stuff too.
Why would a bank even do that?
Well, the sources say travel is 10% of household spending? It's a huge chunk.
Okay, makes sense.
So for banks, it's a good way to offer more integrated services and, keep customers locked into their ecosystem.
So this is a really critical signal then.
Yeah.
Banks, maybe other financial services, becoming totally new distribution channels, bypassing the old ways.
Absolutely. So if you're a hotelier, you've got to ask, can people even find my inventory through these new embedded travel platforms? These things popping up in banking apps or payment apps, it's a whole new route to the customer.
Speaking of new routes, the fourth big change is about online visibility itself. This whole concept of generative engine optimization, or GEO.
Yeah, GEO. This is a core idea coming through. The AI algorithms powering search and recommendations are changing how they judge authority.
How so?
It's becoming less about traditional backlinks, links to your website, and more about how often and where your brand gets mentioned all across the web.
So like distributed social proof. AI trusts that more.
Kind of, yeah.
But
Trust those widespread mentions.
So for hotels, what does that mean? What does GEO demand?
It means you need to actively create experiences that guests actually want to talk about online. Forge partnerships that generate mentions. Encourage reviews, social posts, that user-generated stuff.
Yay.
Your strategy has to shift. It's not just about optimizing your website anymore. It's making your whole brand mention-worthy online.
So more focus on social listening, engaging, creating content that gets referenced naturally.
Exactly. That's how tools like ChatGPT or Gemini will find and recommend you when someone asks, hey, find me a good hotel in X. It's a fundamental rethink of SEO, really.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Final point.
Sure.
Look at a destination doing this well. Dubai.
Dubai's D33 agenda, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a masterclass in using tourism for growth. They want to be a top 3 global city.
Huge ambition.
Yeah.
And they hit, what, 18 million visitors? They're diversifying markets, targeting Gen Z and Alpha.
Investing in wellness, and importantly, heavily optimizing for AI.
And that key quote we pulled right from their strategy docs. They recognize that today's travelers might never visit your website, they'll ask a bot.
That just nails it, doesn't it? It pulls together the GEO and AI stuff perfectly.
Yeah.
It shows your content needs to be structured, visible, not just for humans scrolling, but for a machine that needs to understand and recommend you. Destinations get it, hotels need to as well.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the 5 big shifts we've covered. 1, AI going real-time with live data. 2, OTAs flexing that massive marketing spend across new channels.
3, banks entering the travel booking space. 4, online visibility shifting to this generative engine optimization, GEO.
And 5, destinations like Dubai strategically optimizing for AI discovery, recognizing that bots are the new front door for many.
The underlying message here is pretty clear, I think. Hotels have got to move beyond just traditional distribution thinking. Your AI strategy, your channel mix, focusing on machine discovery, it's not optional anymore.
So, given all these really seismic shifts, here's the final thought. Are you fundamentally changing how you think about where and how travelers discover a hotel? Or are you maybe still just optimizing for yesterday's channel? Something to really chew on.